No, that's not quite it. I'm looking for a specific image here. You know what let's do? Let's go for that thing we did in the hygiene film, you know, that blooming rose effect. See how that works. No, that's more like an azalea. Try, let's see, try.
Rufus, the clients have arrived.
Oh, good, thank you. They're here. Let's get ready. Sit up straight. Hello.
Hello,
How
Morgan
are you?
Holiday, President and CEO of Motor Madness.
We know. Very impressive.
Chief Advisor Pamela Van Doren. It is such a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Miss Van Doren, love your work.
Oh, well, I love your hat.
Back at you.
Thank you.
I've got my little Lewinsky thing going today.
Fabulous.
Isn't she awesome? Well, I'm Rufus Thorson. This is my assistant editor, Heath. He'll be pushing the buttons and making the magic. Let me tell you this, though, before we get started. I want both of you to know this. My wife, Libby, just adores the both of you. I mean, two strong women succeeding in a field that, well, let's face it, up until now has been a men's-only club. And I echo those sentiments because I know something about strong women. I've worked with some in the past. You may have seen some of my work on Lifetime. I edited the intimate portrait of Sharon Glass, which was a wonderful...
you know what? That's great. So, can we get started, please?
Right, yes. Let's get right on it. Love that energy. Well, listen, ladies, Heath, let's begin the beginning. Or, wait a minute. Or as Dusty says, let's start the madness.
Time for your Friday night fix of adrenaline. Motor Madness coming your way from Beaumont, Texas to Fairpark Coliseum with one of the hottest forms of racing in all of Motor Madness, USA Motorsports Monster Truck Challenge and Pro Arena Trucks. Hi, everybody. Ralph Shaheen with you once again. And this place, what we affectionately dubbed the barn because it has no walls and it looks just like a barn you'd find anywhere in America, is one of the hottest venues for racing. And one of the hottest forms you're going to see tonight is with the monster trucks. Here's the Dream and Dave Burns.
Thanks, Ralph. The Dream and I have been hanging out around the monster trucks down here, and we've discovered a couple of things. First of all, there is a stellar field of monster truck drivers here tonight. David Morris, last year's champion in the Equalizer, Eric Tack in the Bigfoot, Eric Meager in the Firestone Wilderness, and Dan Patrick in the Samson. And I understand, Dream, that you've been around the Samson truck, have discovered something kind of interesting about it.
Well, not all these monster trucks are alike, Dave Burns. Dan Patrick has installed a little box up by his left hand. Not a manual shift, you will. It's like the Indy cars. It's right up by his hand. He can do all the shifts that he wants. Long runs might shift 3 times. Short track tonight, you look for Dan Patrick to shift just to let that engine know that it's a longer run going on here. Might take him to victory.
Now, he's also got one of the more interesting trucks, Dream, that big arm on the front. Where do you suppose he gets the ideas for things like that?
America's where he gets it, just like this choice grade A beef right here, the American Dream's arm, the Samson's arm's gonna win tonight.
Sounds like some pretty good information there to keep our eyes on when we get to the monster trucks. And joining me now, the professor of truckology, Mike Galloway. And Mike, how come when you do this, yours goes this way?
Let's talk about Pro Arena truck, Ralph.
Okay.
Let's don't get into this.
All right, well, I shouldn't pick on you too much anyway. This is best of all the facilities we go to with Pro Arena trucks. This is by far the best Pro Arena truck track I think we have. It's wild in here.
Oh, it's open. It's open. The wind blows through, the air comes through. It's a great place, and not only that, it's a treacherous crate. Look at this. Jeff Wint had problems last year. Watch him hook the side of this car. He was just about around it, caught the edge of it. We're going to see that again. And Jeff was doing a great job when he dumped everything off the top. But watch him catch the edge of this car right over quickly, and that's all there was to it. Of course, Bud Thomas and his Bronco had the same problem right on the edge, and it's upside down. And then, of course, we all know Jim Hopkins, and Hopkins had the same problem here. We've got almost the same identical track this year as we had last year, It is absolutely going to be wild. I love this place.
Great venue for racing. We're joined by the Dream now, Dusty Rhodes. And, you know, Dream, we've been at this Motor Madness thing for about a third of the year now. What do you think so far?
Well, I tell you what, you know, we started Motor Madness in mid-January. Here it is, mid-April, and, you know, not too many words can describe the action we've been seeing, but one word comes to mind, and that is wild. It's been wild.
Oh, it's been crazy. From Larry Knutson showing up on the set to Dave Burns chasing blondes all over Miami. I don't know what to expect next, do you?
Oh, not one way. It's been good. The monster trucks have been fabulous. Not only the monster trucks, but well, you know, they bring a big tear to my eye. I love those monster trucks. World of Outlaws, outstanding racing. And the demo derbies got a place in my heart also. And the swamp bucks. I mean, it's great. It's madness.
I'll tell you what, them swamp buggers down there, we went down to Naples, Florida, and there was more action down there than law would allow. I guarantee you, even if you were going to bungee jump into a gator pit, you couldn't find that amount of action.
Well, if you've missed any of it, stay tuned because we're going to show you some of the highlights right now of what the first third of the year of Motor Madness has been all about. Beaumont, Texas, the Fairpark Coliseum, the home of tonight's episode of Motor Madness, and we're going to kick things off with the Monster Truck Obstacle Course. Let's take a look at the brackets for tonight's event. Bigfoot going up against Equalizer. That'll be our first pair, and then Dan Patrick and Firestone going up against, or I should say in Sampson, going up against Firestone Wilderness. Bigfoot and Equalizer will kick things off here tonight.
Both of those are going to be great races. We got good trucks here tonight, Ralph. They're outstanding. They got good quality. Equalizer really does good on these short turning courses. Let's take a look at it. It's kind of a chase course. What happens? This truck will leave from this side around. This truck leaves here, comes around. Now, Equalizer will go over this set of cars, Bigfoot over this set of cars, then they'll finish up right here. Bigfoot finishes on the cars he starts on, as well as Equalizer right there, and that's the way it runs. It's kind of a circle, and it's a chase course.
Let's take a look at some of the stats of these two big trucks. Eric Tack driving Bigfoot, of course, the 97 Ford F-150, 572 cubic inches of engine, 1,400 horsepower inside a foot. Equalizer, that's David Morris's ride, a 97 Chevy S10, 540 cubic inches. He's got 1,400 horsepower to play with as well.
David and Goliath type deal, the Equalizer, one-man operation, hauls all of his own stuff, builds all of his own stuff. Bigfoot, you know, they've got a lot of trucks, a lot of people, a lot of technology. David Morris on these little short courses, of course, every time I've said that, something broke on the truck and he didn't do well, but he really knows how to handle these little short tracks, and the rear end is unlocked.
The setup for the monster trucks is just far too long. I mean, they're just sitting there. I personally think we should go right into the racing. What do you think? Those trucks are just sitting there. Exactly.
Well, now, see, I think this builds suspense, you know, like in a Hitchcock film. You remember, Heath, we used that same technique when we did the video fireplace.
But I don't want that. It slows down the show. Dusty is pushing the madness from the very beginning, and that's exactly what I want.
True.
He is so good. That's why I hired him.
Well, listen, I think they're all good. I mean, like Ralph Shaheen to me is a young Pernell Roberts. You know, he was Adam on Bonanza. In fact, I'm getting a very strong Ponderosa feel from the entire announcing team. You know, I mean, Ralph is like Adam and Little Joe wrapped into one. He's both wise and impetuous. And Dusty, of course, is Hoss, you know, big and strong, yet lovable. And I'll tell you, I'm getting a very strong Lauren Green vibe from Mike Galloway with a little dash of hop sing thrown in there. So I think we
Good,
can...
thank you. Moving on.
Okay, Heath, let's move on.
A packed house here tonight in Beaumont, Texas, ready to rumble the Raptors.
Well, let's see what happens. Bigfoot in the lead just a little bit. Morris way out of shape.
Yeah.
Morris completely out of shape. Now he's got to come back around. Bigfoot definitely has the lead. Bigfoot's going to finish it up.
Well, the turn made all the difference, guys, and Bigfoot made the difference in the turn.
You know, and I thought David Morris would be the man that could get around this course quicker and faster than anyone here tonight, and he just showed that it's a whole lot different.
Yeah, it's going to be a different run for him. It looked like he was going to be right for the picket. Bigfoot once again, sharp turn, made it quick, took it on home. Getting to that pay window is very important to these guys. You know what, Shaheen? I talked to a lot of them before we went on the air tonight, and boy, they really got a pride in their product, just like we do here at Motor Madness. I guarantee these guys are geared up. Because of a man this week, I changed fences. I went from Wilderness. I'm jumping on Sampson's back this week right here, I guarantee you.
All right, you've heard the prediction from the American Dream. Firestone Wilderness is going to go down. Sampson and Dan Patrick, a 96 Chevy with 560 cubic inch engine, 1,350 horsepower, going up against the Dream's former truck of choice, Firestone Wilderness, and Eric Meager.
I still like him, but, you know, Professor Mike, let me tell you something, too. Well, you know, one-man operations are part of the game. And I know that Dan Patrick has not broken a transmission in 2 years, but I said, what are you going to do if you do? And he lifted up a box in his truck, and there were 3 of them just sitting there side by side, just in case. I said, who helped you change them? He said, I'll call you. I said, don't call me. Call the Professor Mike. He'll be right down there.
Well, I've been through that a couple of times. It's not as near as difficult doing this as it is in a 65 Chevrolet.
No, but you can see that Eric Meager, according to the stats, is pretty tough once it comes to obstacle courses, picking up 2 victories this year. Both of those coming on big tracks, Minneapolis and Indianapolis. A lot different here tonight.
This track is going to tear up a lot before the night, so it's got a lot of sand in it, got a lot of other things in it, but this track is going to rut up, and the longer it goes, the rougher it's going to get. Watch Wilderness.
Good leave by Sampson, though.
Yeah, pin it up right there.
Dead even. Still dead even.
Yeah, here you come.
Maybe a little bit to Wilderness.
Oh, man. Whoa, baby. Whoa, baby.
I'll tell you what, Sampson had him in the corners, but I think Firestone Wilderness got off the turn better on that last corner, Mike. That made all the difference.
Oh, it was, and I really couldn't tell from this vantage point that those guys were so close. The other thing about working inside of a little arena like we are here, even though it's open and wide, it's short, and it's really tough to stop these trucks as we've seen tonight. There's no actual brakes on the truck tires themselves. They stop these by stopping the drive shaft, which stops the rear end, which stops the tires. It's a better braking system.
Disc brakes, drum brakes don't exist here.
No, they don't.
Drive shaft brakes.
There you go.
We'll be back. Monster Truck Challenge coming your way from Beaumont when Motor Madness returns.
Brought to you by the more than 1,900 AutoZone stores across America. The best parts in auto parts.
Welcome back to Beaumont, Texas. Ralph Shaheen along with the Professor of Truckology, Mike Galloway, and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes and Dream. We've kicked off our Monster Truck program, and it's been some pretty good racing.
Well, it was amazing stuff. And let me tell you something, Mr. Shaheen. I don't really believe anything could compare to that first episode of Motor Madness that we had in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, when we kicked it off in January. Let's go take a look at it right now.
Hey,
Yeah.
you're not going to believe this. They just told me that there's a cab waiting for me outside the studio. Yeah,
What-
that's right.
what is with the smoke?
I am leaving, and I don't know where I'm going.
Katie, don't get in that cab.
Oh, my God.
You got Well, it's time for the Pro Arena Trucks here in Beaumont, Texas at the Fairpark Coliseum. USA Motorsports providing the action on tonight's episode of Motor Madness. So let's show you the Pro Arena Truck point standings coming into Beaumont. David Peplow holds on to the point lead by about 30 over Rick Armbruster. A good battle for second there with Mark Pemberton and Gary Woodruff. Might point out that 4 out of the top 5 trucks in Pro Arena Trucks are here tonight. Jim Hopkins, truck 71, he's in this hunt as well. And it is going to be a battle here tonight in Beaumont in Pro Arena Truck. We told you about the tricky racetrack. Well, we got Dan Sutter to give us a ride.
Watch for the green flag. Drop. Going to be hard in the gas. Usually stiffed into second gear right here. Hard left-hand corner coming over the cars.
I'm not liking that very much.
I don't know, Morgan. You know, the arena truck fans really love this kind of thing. When I'm doing my party in the pit segments, my fans are constantly telling me that what they want is more inside information.
But can't they get that from a racing magazine?
Well, maybe, but you know, this piece segues brilliantly into that first race. And it gives the viewer some kind of idea how it feels to go over those bumps. You know, just like those virtual reality cars that I drove in Vegas.
I don't know. I mean, how close to that is this? I mean, we didn't exactly shoot this in 3 days.
No, please, if I may intervene here. I think you both have valid points. I mean, you know, I agree some of it doesn't work, but some of it does, and I think if we keep, you know, the best stuff and lose the, you know, the garbage, I think we'll have something good here. Because you remember, Heath, when we did that Thanksgiving episode of Family Matters and Urkel had the pink eye? Well, we just took the...
Hold on. We don't have time for this. We've got an 11 o'clock deadline, and Miss Holliday has a plane to catch.
Oh, well, say no more. I know how the airlines are. I mean, if you're a second late, they leave without you, so...
It's my private jet.
Oh, well. Good
so
for
anyway,
you.
about this segment, you know, in my professional training, we should keep it,
Here's what we
you better
should do,
follow
and I'm
girl.
serious.
Cut it. We're moving on. Thank you.
Okay, Heath, I believe you heard her.
Well, Dream, it's always a challenge to be the first one into the ring.
Yeah, it's a challenge for these guys to get out there because it's a quick track, it's tight, it's small, and you got to get on it real quick and get around this thing as the Professor Mike done laid out to us. Right here, you see him just kind of, whoa! He almost nosed it up there, Mike.
I think he should have gone for it. I believe he's wiped out this tire right here.
The
His
left
front, I think's got a big problem already.
Ralph Massey giving it a whirl out of New Orleans, Louisiana.
They do a lot of this type of racing down there in New Orleans area. I went out and watched them run there a couple of times.
Yeah, some of us running from the lawn down in the swamp.
I didn't say it was racing.
Oh.
I just said they're running. All right,
Here you
this
go.
is the big one, Ethel.
Oh! He got some air there, and they love it here in Beaumont.
He hesitated. A 44-2 for Ralph Massey. And he even hesitated coming to that big jump. That last jump is a good launching pad tonight, Mike.
Let's see how he leaves from the starting line area. A little bit of air, and then he's hesitating. This is over on the right-hand side in the jump area. I really think you're going to have to go hard on that and try to double that, especially if you got any kind of suspension at all.
Or any hopes of winning.
Yeah, you're talking... Michael, you're talking about doubling it now for the layman at home. Like my mama's laid up on the couch listening to it right now, you know what I mean?
I understand.
Sipping on a separate relay.
I understand.
You need to take both of them at once. That's what you're saying.
Both feet flat on the floor and close your eyes because you want to try to make both the jumps at one time like this.
There you
Bill
go.
Hubbard gets it a whirl.
Well, watch out.
Did he make it, or did he didn't take out a cone?
No, he made it.
Yeah, he went across.
He's still in the hunt.
It's a 1988 Toyota 4x4.
I think you want to ease over this. Now you want to go hard on the gas. He's letting the rear end drop and catching the part of the berm that'll kick him back up in the air.
Mike, there is no rhythm whatsoever to this course, is there?
None whatsoever, Ralph. The person probably that finds the rhythm is going to be the winner, but you're really going to have to work on it. It can't be a constant thing. You're going to have to vary the rhythm all the way through. Let's watch him as he comes around. This is going into the double jump. And
Boy,
just
got a lot of air, Mike.
needed a little more to carry those back tires over.
Hubbard made a great run there. I think we need more of that kind of thing for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, girlfriend, those 88 Toyotas are made for this stuff.
Yeah, well, they should
Rufus,
start
Mr. Wilson
to
on
finish.
line 1.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, it's the owner.
Yeah, you're right. It was after.
Hello, sir.
A little slow, did
Yeah.
Well, it's
And this is just stuff from the
going.
chairs,
Oh,
you know
gosh,
what I'm saying?
you know what we could do?
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I always try to please the client. You know that. Yes, I remember what happened with the Barnaby Jones reunion movie.
Absolutely.
What? Yeah, and it was my idea to keep the pool scene in, but well, it was the essence of the piece. But, well, if they hadn't wanted to see a shirtless Buddy Ebsen, then they shouldn't have shot the scene to begin with. That,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
They're not moving faster.
yes, 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 I will.
Well, they
Yes,
catch the idea
yes.
of the brother.
Consider it done.
That makes sense, you know?
We'll come then.
For sure. Oh, my gosh.
Fairpark Coliseum in Beaumont, Texas. It's this Friday night's edition of Motor Madness. Shane Ballard is the next competitor out of Springfield, Missouri in a 97. Well, they say a 97 Ford Explorer, but it doesn't look like it to me, does it?
Highly customized. That would be. New graphics on it. Remember last year you had the Zebra type truck. Well, this is the new version of the Zebra. Got some beautiful paint on the side of it. Very impressive truck. I have not seen this truck run as of this time. He's going to show us what it's all about.
Here we go. This is madness right here. Cut it up pretty quick.
Looks good over that portion of the course. Oh, and he slowed down. He didn't attempt the double. I thought he might. Maybe setting a... Oh! Now we know why he didn't try the double. This thing would be higher than a helium balloon if he did that.
I'm going to tell you what. See right here now. He's kicking it in just a little bit.
Oh, he's going to...
Oh, man, he took some mud at the end.
That hurt.
What's hanging down at the back of it? Is he kicked the back drive shaft out of it?
He's going to go ahead and finish it off right here.
He
37 even.
Ralph, he kicked the back drive. He kicked the back drive shaft out of that truck real early, and he finished running that on two-wheel drive. Let's watch him as he goes across this part of the track.
Look at that, Mike.
Look how the drive shaft's still in it at that point, but the drive shaft comes out of that truck. See the drive shaft hanging down right there?
Well, right there is where he stuck it in the dirt, brought it right back up.
See, he's only running on front-wheel drive. The front tires are the only thing that's spinning. The back's only along for the ride.
Let's check in with Dave Burns with more on the guy by the name of Daniel Hidalgo, who's from right here in Beaumont.
Ralph, he is going to drive the most stock-looking truck here tonight, and let me tell you why. He pulled up yesterday afternoon to help his uncle, Ronnie, with his truck. The USA Motorsports folks had an extra opening in the round tonight, and they said, hey, you want to drive that truck tomorrow, the Pro Arena Truck Race? He said, how much does it cost? $40. He said, I'm in. Let's do it. Now, he's going to drive it pretty slow because he has to drive this thing back to College Station tomorrow to go back to school where he's studying agronomy. He's going to work on golf courses after he gets done with this ride.
Agronomy, yeah, I studied that myself a couple of times, and down there in Mexico.
I thought agronomy was a third course of a four-course meal.
That's what you get after the fourth course. Is agronomy.
Agronomy, okay.
Oh, man, he is going just a little bit slow because he does need to take this thing back to College Station, as we say, right here in Beaumont. What a lovely place this is right here close to Louisiana border.
Doing a good job.
Well, he is, but he ain't making a lot of time, you know.
What is he doing standing around the track?
Killing me.
It's boring. It goes.
Now, wait just a second. I hate to keep being the dissenting opinion here, but I think we should keep this intact. I mean, to me, this, paints a compelling portrait of, the human drama of athletic competition. I mean, it's man's inhumanity to man.
That's ridiculous. That is completely ridiculous. I want this show to pop, not flop.
Well, so do I, but I mean, you've got to play your highs against your lows, I mean, like Spielberg did in Raiders. I mean, he had all those great fight scenes and car chases and special effects. And then he had Karen Allen. So
what
it balanced out.
Well, look, I can see keeping a little of it in, but not much.
How much of it
Not much.
Please.
Just the jump.
Will you listen to me?
Anything that kicks up dirt, and then we're out of there.
Good idea.
Thanks.
Oh.
Jeff Hoy.
Here we go.
Jeff will hammer it. Oh, does he ever?
Now, there's a $40 sound.
Yeah, nice truck, too.
Katy, Texas.
Katy, Texas, down there back.
Hold on.
Got a boat! Got a boat!
Oh, my.
Hold her head up, baby!
She's headed for the feedback.
There you go!
Oh, the right front's gone.
Right front.
It's off. It's out of air.
Oh.
Oh, man, I'm going to tell you what. It wasn't for lack of effort, guys.
Oh,
That's the bottom line.
Oh, he's not through.
I'm not sure.
He's not through. He's going on.
Oh, here's 40 bucks worth.
No, that's just an $80 tire, $40 entry. He's
Oh! That's it, Jeff.
All right.
Get your money's worth.
He got it, too. They stand in here in Beaumont.
They are going nuts.
That's what it's all about, guys. That's madness.
That is absolute madness.
Yes.
A standing O in Beaumont, and he's going to drive it on a little farther, maybe?
No, Jim Harbuck said, here's the checkered flag.
Oh, man. Now, that was some hang time.
Well, I said earlier that I thought you ought to try to double those two jumps, but the first one is just a little bit bad angle.
He's wounded.
Oh, man.
Yeah. He's wounded.
What do you think a 79 Ford Bronco weighs?
Oh, man. I'm going to tell you what.
Because it goes flying through the air. Watch this.
Now,
Look at that.
Yes.
Oh, what a
Look
shot.
at the sparks.
The tire's still up.
I think the rim bent. Watch the rim. I think the rim couldn't handle it, and that's what let the air out.
Here we go. I believe you could walk under that, Ralph. I couldn't.
What a replay, guys. I'm telling you.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful job.
And he just kept hammering it. Now we don't back off over there, but we do end up over in the extra area.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat right there.
Well, he parked in front of the right bammer. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he did. He knew what he's doing.
That's right.
Here's a big old truck coming out of here, Professor Mike.
Well,
big old truck.
We talked about Daniel Hidalgo. Well, here's Ronald Hidalgo.
This must be the uncle that he came to help.
It's an 83 Chevy Blazer.
You know, Daniel may beat Uncle.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, if he needs to get it turned, watch out, there's a guy in a tricycle coming up beside you.
Here we go again. A couple of great runs, and we're back to this.
What do you think? Cut the whole thing?
Yeah, it's gone.
Look, once again, I must wholeheartedly disagree. I mean, I think this shows the, the agony of defeat, just like Dusty says there.
I
think
personally don't think he was talking about that. I think this shows the agony of bad TV.
I have to disagree. This makes a statement.
Let me make a statement to you. It stinks.
Cut it. It's so out of here.
Ladies, I want you to know I respect your opinions. I respect your position. But I've been doing this a long time, and I think you should take advantage of my expertise. I mean, that's what you're paying me for.
And whoever told you that? I want you to push the buttons I tell you, when I tell you, and how I tell you.
Well,
Mr. Thorson, it's time to order dinner. Would you like Chinese or Italian?
I don't, hang on just a second. What do you want for dinner?
I don't care. Anything's fine. Just order it.
I think maybe Italian, especially if it's Northern Italian.
Okay.
Or possibly the
Mr.
Chinese.
Thorson.
Just a second.
Is that Szechuan Chinese?
Do we have Thai food?
Do you want Chinese or Thai?
I'm trying to get an answer.
I think
look,
probably be good.
Yes, I know. Look, I have to eat soon. I'm hypoglycemic, and I'm going to go into a coma.
Just
Yes.
go with Chinese then. Just go with it.
Can we? Chinese. Let's go.
Brian Schlegel from right here in Beaumont, Texas. He's got a Ford.
Got some great scallops.
Good-looking truck.
Yeah, we used to call those scallops.
Scallops?
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Art Science.
Here we go now, see if he gets a little air right here.
No. We're not going to do that.
No. Went ahead and eased over right here. Started picking up just a little bit.
Went to school. This is a two-wheel drive. He may not get quite around as well as he'd like to. He's not hammering the truck. Maybe he's going to hold up, come back a little later.
Well, we just need a time right here. They're trying to get into that 15. That's what it's all about. He needs to go ahead and get him a time.
Well, he's a Ford service mechanic, and it shows he's done a nice job repairing this truck.
Yes, he did.
He took the big one.
Yes,
He
sir.
might need to do some more after that thing comes down to the ground.
Let's check out the left front. It doesn't look real stable at this point.
44-21.
Just babied it all the way around, and then when it landed, it snapped.
Well, here's the part that was the most exciting with this run.
Watch this tire when it lands.
Man, he flew that thing.
Oh.
Good night.
We're out. Lots of air. Looks like a red Bigfoot when he gets up there like that.
Well, we said that this is one of the toughest tracks we've seen on the tour, and it's showing it again here tonight. Marlene Rogerson out of Clovis, California. Mike, you've seen her before.
Yes, and Marlene is doing so much better than when she started. Marlene is all over the truck, all over the gas. Let's see how she handles this part of the course. And she handled it very well, smartly, I would say. Doing a great job watching over the cars, hammering this truck.
Yeah, that was a nice job right there. I'm telling you, she come here, try to get herself to the hay window right here in Beaumont.
Well, she's on her way to the cash.
Come on, girlfriend. Come on, darling.
See how she ends up. Oh, she got a little wide.
Yeah.
Hey, she's in the hunt, guys.
Yeah,
she is in the hunt.
Really is. She just needs a little help.
Holy cow! Oh, my goodness!
She is up and over, and you could just see that coming, Mike. She got so much speed heading to that jump. You can see her moving around in there, and the USA officials right there to help get her out. Now, the tricky part of this is the cage did its job. You can see all the bars are in place, and that is just what you need to keep it from coming down on top of her. But the problem is now she's hanging upside down. It's not easy getting out of here.
Well, and you've got to absolutely.
We can't see it. Well, we don't see anything yet, guys. They're working underneath there. I mean, she's moving around, but they're just trying to get her unstrapped right now. So if she looks okay, we'll try to talk to her when she comes out.
38.96, by the way.
Get off that. There's blood on it. All right.
Coming over the jump here.
Watch this one.
Oh, man.
Boy, she hit hard.
Yes, she did. Oh, man.
Coming out of the truck.
See it again right there.
Truck noses over. The front end was a little heavy when it came down. As Ralph mentioned, the cage did everything it was supposed to do. When she turned this corner and headed it toward the end, just wide open on the truck, let it run. But the truck nosed down too quickly with too much speed, and that's going to bring the truck on over.
Let's go down to Dave. He is with Marlene Rogerson.
Wow. Well, Marlene Rogerson likes to catch air, guys. We knew that because Rob Mello trained her. Rob's from California as well. But Rob's not here this weekend, Marlene. But you talked to him on the phone. What did he tell you?
Told me to just go for it. That's what I did.
Now, didn't he say something about using your head, though? What happened at the last jump?
It just really threw me up. I didn't realize, and it came right down on my nose.
But you've taken jumps that high before, haven't you?
Yeah.
So what went wrong? Can you tell?
We just changed the shocks on the back. I think that might have been what had done it. Just kicked up too hard. I knew it was going over when it did, and I just thought, keep your hands on the steering wheel.
All right, she's okay. She'll come back to run again.
That was a $40 rock.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, man. It's just phenomenal, the competitive spirit of these great athletes. Right there was a prime example of what it's all about to compete and walk away from it. Great, as you said, inside the roll bars, Professor Mike, you've talked about the safety that is involved in this thing. I mean, you just can't go out and get in your truck around the house and have things like this happen. Unbelievable, guys.
So, you think you want to be a pro arena truck driver, huh? Watch this and think about it before you go out in the backyard and start building yours. It's serious sport. You know, as announcers, we always try to build up a venue site, Dream, but I think at the beginning of the show, we said this track here in Beaumont is wild, and so far, it has lived up to it for sure.
I tell you what, it's great fans and great area to be in, and this track is suited for this arena truck racing right here, I guarantee it. There you go.
Daryl Crowder's going to try it in a Jeep.
All the way out of the great state of Washington, and this guy had a long haul to come to Beaumont.
Well, now, after what you just saw happen to Marlene getting upside down, how hard do you run, Dream? Do you go for it or you back out?
Well, you come a long way, all the way from Washington, and you come up here. These guys pull a long way. You're trying to win it, so I think with inside them, they're going to go for it. We're going to find out, though, right here.
Oh! Boy, he took a hard hit, didn't he, when he came down?
And he's safe.
35-45. That's definitely going to bring him back for round number 2.
That's a pretty good time, though, on this track. Wouldn't you say there, Professor Mike?
Well, no doubt about it. That'll get him back in the top 15, and that's all that matters.
He really was going at it right here, but he lifted back before he got to that big jump, Mike.
Eyes were open, foot was down, and the closer it got, the more he could remember just what happened a moment ago.
Right there.
Backs out of it and feathers it just a little bit. Yeah, he's got this safe on home plate. He runs with a handbrake, steers with the left, and he's got a handbrake.
Did you see his helmet just about slide off of his head?
Yeah, he's in there.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Safe at home.
What, his helmet just about slid right off his head. And, you know, you really got to tie that thing down tight.
No doubt.
Bob Torbeck going.
Bobby Torbeck.
Watch this little Ranger.
Bronco, too.
Yeah. Well, he's not doing too bad out there right now. Well, he was.
I tell you, Michael, he's got a little bitty tires on that thing, too, don't he?
Yeah, the suspension looks like it's working real well for Black Velvet. He's got, he took a hay bale bath right there.
He took a what?
A hay bale bath.
A hay bale bath. You crazy. A hay bale bath.
He's going to struggle on this last jump.
Here you go.
This is going to be wild if he goes for it. He did 41.97. That'll get him in the fast 15, though.
Got him in the hunt just a little bit here.
Yeah, watch the front nose here.
This is definitely what you don't want. Little nose over. That is in between the two big jumps just right after the starting line. For a lot of people, well, I thought you'd try to take it all the way.
Well, we've got plenty more to come your way from Beaumont, Texas. Pro Arena Trucks putting on a show here, Dream.
Look, I'll be the first to admit, I don't know diddly squat about racing. I mean, the last time I had anything to do with it all, I was a Cub Scout, and I tried to build a Pinewood Derby car with my father, and we're still not speaking. For a lot of reasons, but the main one is he is an insensitive... That's not the point. The point is that, I'll admit it, I don't know anything about racing or cars or anything. I mean, I just gas and go. But I will tell you this, I do know how to make good television, and that's what I want to give you.
That's great, because that's all I want. I want what I ask for, and I want madness. So be it that is the name of the show, Motor Madness.
Yes.
That's what I want.
Yes, exactly. And that's what I want to give you. I want to give you madness.
Good.
I mean, I want to give you the maddest madness there is in this whole mad world. I mean, I want to get you on the cover of Mad Magazine and Mad Moselle. I mean, I want this madness to be so mad that the men in the white suits come to get you. That's the kind of madness I want to give you.
Well, that's great, because that's what I want. So let's eat and do that, shall
Exactly,
we?
yes. Okay, we'll eat, we'll go back, and we'll do some good TV.
Superb. Well, good.
Exactamundo, Cunningham. Okay.
I'm glad we could reach a, compromise.
Yes, we have this little Vulcan mind meld, long life and prosper. So let's eat. This is good. Hey, what is good? You've got that Szechuan beef. Give me some of that.
Help yourself.
Yes, I will. Give me some more.
Hey, Professor Mike, did you see the back of this truck?
Well, it's got quite a likeness of you, I think, Dusty.
That's not me, is it? That's the picture that come off the tape y'all was selling.
I think it's quite a likeness.
I'll tell you what. Proud to be a man on this truck right here. There you go, Biggin.
Boy, he is attacking the track, isn't he?
Yeah. There you go. Go with it, boy.
Sitting back in the back watching what's going on. I believe this guy...
Oh, no! Oh, boy, what are you doing, boy? Oh, man, gearing back up. Whoa! He's at a fever pitch now.
Slow it down just a little bit to get over that set of whoops. Now you got to swing it around, and let's see what happens. He said he went to school on the jump. What's he going to do?
He's
not backing.
Oh, he brakes just at the jump, 39.01.
Good time, though.
That's what he talked about doing.
Exactly. Good time, homeboy.
Running hard to the jump and then get hard on the brakes.
Let's see what happens when this truck quits down the other end. Of course, I think he's fast enough to get in the fast 15.
Yeah, you're right, Mike. And Mike, how fast would he have been had it not stopped on him down here?
The truck was really running well, and I absolutely see no problem with it. He's reaching to start it, but for some reason the truck just stopped. It's not high enough to lose fuel, I don't think.
Watch it lock the brakes right here, and then there you go. I've never seen so many trucks struggle tonight like we have tonight.
Well, we really haven't had just one of those good, smooth bonsai runs that we usually get 2 or 3 of them during the night.
It's this Beaumont Saul in the night. I guarantee you that. You can smell it in the air.
Andrew Farmer. And Mike, you've talked about how this is different dirt here than what we see in a lot of the other arenas, because this is a rodeo arena.
Rodeo arena's got a lot of sand in it, but the sand is kind of been moved out this time around, and it's hard surface. There's a lot of bite here, but just a little crust of sand on the top of it. It's more like fertile compaction.
Fertile compaction.
We'll explain that to you.
Well, I hear you. This little truck's going pretty well.
It's a short wheelbase truck, little tires, and the motor seems to sound pretty good.
Wow, he's got a good time going.
It's known as White Lightning, this little V6 Ford Bronco 2.
Oh, set it down easy.
36-39. That's a really good time.
One of our contingency sponsors for tonight is Technique Towing out of Fresno, California, added to the pot for him. Let's take a look at this. As he swings around the car, you've got to go around the outside of the car. Then you've got a shot to the finish line. You know, early we saw everyone hammer to the finish line. Now we see him hammer to the finish line and then say, whoa, right there at the last. But he got a lot of air out of that. That's a good landing.
He got good air with a good landing.
Next up, Don Chester, Vancouver, Washington. Boy, that's a tow for you.
Wow. But we've got a couple of trucks from Vancouver down here. And that is a long haul. He is hammered. He wants some of it.
Here you go now.
Now, this guy loves to fly his truck. Let's see what he does when he gets to that last one.
Well, he's not letting off now. He's driving with a suicide knob right there on the steering wheel. That's why he's driving one-handed. He's got a brake.
Good job. Good job.
Oh, boy. Here it comes.
Here's Motor Madness right here, guys.
How far can a Jeep fly, folks?
Deep seen the four-way look.
Oh. There's your new quick time.
And he knows it. He knows it.
You know, he had a lot of power going to that finish line, but yet he didn't have a lot of speed going to the finish line.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, is he fired up.
I'll tell you what. He is fired up.
See this knob?
Watch this.
Oh. Lands well, but catches a little bit in the front. That doesn't...
Hey, he knew. He knew. Mental mistakes. Mental mistakes.
Wasn't thinking.
Straightens it up, launches it, and he knows. Good run.
Got both hands on the steering wheel before it landed, though.
Tell you what, unstraps. Looks good.
Thomas Ray White.
Thomas ain't got a big windshield. You know what I mean? That's just to keep the bugs off your teeth.
He's got a big truck.
And a heavy right foot.
Oh, has always had a heavy right foot. That's the double.
Wow, that was impressive.
Yeah, it was.
This guy doesn't know any fear at all.
Pulled up here from North Carolina. I know that. Talked to him before we went on tonight.
Oh!
That really jarred him.
He got one double, but not the other one. No, you know he's going to go for it here. $35.68. He's coming back. $35.68 for Thomas Ray White. Well, the Pro Arena trucks are putting on a show here tonight in Beaumont. One of the fastest growing forms of Motor Madness coming at you. We're back. Ralph Shaheen along with the Dream, Dusty Rhodes, Mike Galloway, and Dave Burns down on the arena floor here in Beaumont, Texas. Pro Arena trucks continuing along in the program here.
Well,
Mario.
What a wall ride we've had tonight with these guys. I mean, unbelievable. Oh, man.
He wastes no time.
Made a lot of noise, didn't it?
Two-wheel drive Ranger. It's lightweight. Let's see how he dances around the course. So far, so good. Suspension working very, very well. He's added some length to those trailing arms and brought them together in the middle. That's helping out. Big exceptionally quick right now, guys.
Tell you what, this guy's looking great. Go, Mario.
Turn it home now, Mario.
34.69. He moves into second. Now remember, the quick guys all come back to get another look at it, Mike.
These little Rangers, we started out early with just one or two of them. And now every time you turn around, there just gets a few more, and they're really performing well. This truck has had a lot of modification to the front end. Bars on it. He does a good job of handling the truck all the way around. And as we mentioned earlier, it's a real lightweight truck.
And they're cheap.
You're right.
Well, here is your point leader, Dave Peplow out of Gurneyville, California. This 28-year-old has been smoking them in this class this year, Dream.
Yeah, David's had some great runs. I'll tell you what, this track will really challenge him tonight right here in Beaumont.
Got the lights on, too, Dream.
Yeah. Oh.
Beautiful, not a bit of problem. That's why he's in the lead with the points the way they are at this time. He is just, this is the kind of run we've been looking for all night long, Ralph.
Very smooth, very smooth. Aggressive where he can and smooth and slow where he needs to be.
Brings the back of the truck around, got a great shot to the finish line.
33.50, that'll bring him back, and I guarantee you he can go quicker. No doubt in my mind he can go quicker, Mike. Look how easily he doubles his jump.
And watch the way the truck lands on the other end, just so smooth.
Yeah, very smooth.
Like your big Cadillac you ride around in, Dream.
Oh, man.
Landing smooth.
Gets it over the edge a little bit. Now watch him bring it all the way around. Gets a little wide. He's trying to get lined up for that finish line area, but he kicks the back of the truck around just a little bit too much. Almost takes out the gate.
And that could be the difference between a second place run and a first place run. That's one of those areas where he can pick up some time, Mike.
There's going to be quite a few areas, I think.
Now, you know, the thing to wonder about is in the second run, as we get ready for Steve Hopkins, how many of the guys will no longer stop at that big jump? They'll have to gas it all the way through there because there's nothing left to save the equipment for. Get all your speed.
A lot of them, Ralph, and we're seeing a lot of guys run just fast enough to make that 15 and hold back enough to go for the win on the next time around.
I would have thought he'd have tried to fly the double.
I don't think he has to. I think, now see, he got in trouble. That's going to hurt him real bad. And now I bet he really wished he'd done the double.
I bet he does too. Well, he's got the back half of the course to make up for it, and another set of doubles coming here. Yep. Oh, look at that. Rode the nose, Dream. Rode the nose, baby.
He just about stood it on his ear right there. Headed for home right here. Get up in the air. Oh.
39.13. That'll probably get him back, don't you think?
Well, I think
that's going to get him back into 39.13. That's pretty strong.
I think it'll get him back, and the thing about it is he made so many mistakes on this run that when he comes back, he can really do a lot better. Back end of it kicking out, the rear tires just catching the top of it, and it gets down into the loose dirt on the far end. Now, this is the second time around for it. Front end comes up, same thing, not enough gas in it.
Oh, you came out of that jump way too early.
Yeah, you were doing fine up until this point. What happened?
Well, see, I wanted to tighten it up just a little bit here. Plus, doing that kind of, leaves the audience wondering, did he make it? It's sort of like a cliffhanger. Did he or didn't he? Only his crew chief knows for sure.
No, that is not what I asked for. I thought we had this worked out at dinner, or was I hallucinating?
Yeah. Heath, weren't you listening? What are you doing there? Come on. You cut out of that way too early.
Now, wait a minute. It was not his fault, Doofus.
It is not his fault. You're the one making the reckless decisions without asking either of us.
Right.
My name is Rufus. Come on, Heath. Let's get with it now. Come on. Let's go. Snap two.
During the first time we worked together back in Tacoma, I told you this pro arena truck stuff is pretty good.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, too. We had a lot of action. We were in Tacoma, in the Tacoma Dome. Watch it. Say it real fast. Tacoma Dome, and it was wild and crazy down there. And that was the time we were looking for Katie Haas, remember? And that Neil Cargill and that Frank Cannon was the call, and we're getting phone calls from everybody. People even calling, saying they were Katie Haas. It was madness, and it was a point in time that we were really excited about. Well, Katie's calling. Is she not? Anyway, it was something there in Tacoma.
Now, that was my big debut there at Tacoma.
Oh, I know it, yeah. You did good.
Thank you.
Let's take a look.
We've gone ahead and hired a private investigator.
Your cargo here.
What's the status of this case?
The phone's dead. Hey, the phone is dead. Break.
Cannot believe this. Beaumont, Texas is where we are at. Santa Rosa, California is where our next competitor, John Horvath, hails from. And guess what? It's another Ranger.
Another good Ranger, too. The lawn Ranger. We saw this truck run in Tacoma, and it did extremely well in Tacoma. A bunch of the guys got together to haul out all the way to Beaumont. Not going to make that double. I don't blame him. The truck's handling real well. They're setting the front ends of these Rangers up a little bit, changing the toe end a lot, and just letting them run, and they're really handling it extremely well.
A lot is an understatement.
Yeah,
setting up those front ends.
Yeah, the toe end is a lot changed.
Well, it looks like Dusty standing still.
Yeah, no, I'm pigeon-toed, bow-legged. Oh!
And he's coming back with a 34.53.
You know, I'm going to tell you what, though, and it didn't look like he was going that fast, but you know what you brought up? It was smooth. He went on around and took care of business right there. With the toe ends were out. The toe ends were way out.
That puts him in third. Watch
place.
this final jump on the brakes. It's easy on equipment, I can tell you that when you do it like that. Klamath Falls, Oregon. You've been there, Dream, I'm sure. Mark Pemberton up next.
I'm not so sure I've been there. Where was that town at?
Klamath Falls, Oregon.
They remember you there.
Yeah. I don't know. I might have went through there one night.
I'm sure you did.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a good run.
Looks great to this point, but now he's in a little bit. No, he's in a lot of trouble.
Boy, he's in a bad trouble. That was a bad idea. You're right.
Did you say push?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
That's what you call a push.
And now we don't have four-wheel drive, so we're stuck.
We're in trouble.
I was stuck like that in a watermelon patch one time.
Watermelon patch.
Yeah. They're sandy like this, Ralph.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still going to move.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that was a rough trick getting out of there, guys. Watermelon patch or not.
He's got to really hammer this truck if he's going to make the fast 15. I don't know that we've had enough trucks that fall out through attrition.
Now, I tell you what, I don't think he's going to make it unless he just does something miraculous right here. Like take a shortcut. Miraculous.
Yeah, he had to make up for it, didn't he? 54.81, not exactly spectacular time as far as quickness goes, but
well, he started
sure
was miraculous.
It had it. Well, yeah.
Yeah, it was suspended.
It was what?
Suspenders and miraculous. But
suspenders and
no,
miraculous.
not suspenders. Now, you know, you've been around there. I know where you've been. See, all them boys have been talking to you, and he was doing well till he got over here in the watermelon patch.
Sandy.
You know, and got bogged down.
Watermelon patches are sandy.
Yes, they are.
I'm not going to argue. I'm just curious.
Especially when you're on your hands and knees and you're robbing somebody else's patch to a watermelon, because that's what the Oklahoman's talking about over there.
I did not say that.
Well, I did.
Godzilla. Dan Sutter. It's got to be the only thing you haven't wrestled on, Dream, was Godzilla.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you what, Shaheen, this is the truck that showed us about the course.
That's right.
And so he should know it pretty well.
Ooh,
Great job.
That's where that 450. That's where that 454 comes about, and just the instant surge of power.
You're going for the ride with him. You saw our onboard camera going with Dan. This big Chevy. It's a half-ton. Floating around this. I've never seen such a big truck.
Oh, look inside.
So light.
Oh, this sets you right in your living room right here, boys.
This thing kind of makes you step. Whoa!
3680. He's coming back. That's what he wanted.
That big 454 really showed its stuff a little on the double jump.
Well, you being the technologist as you are, when you said it had that sudden boost, and that's what it's all about.
Let's watch him swing the back end of it around. He's still got a lot of areas in this thing, and I think he can make up a lot of time, and the four-wheel drive part of it really helped. He was skidding the brakes at the finish line, though.
Yeah, but I think in the second round, they're not going to be able to do that. Watch this. You want to fly a double? Try it here.
look at you can even see it in that video how quick it runs up that little short jump.
Dave Burns, Pemberton went pretty quick.
He did, even though he had all that trouble over on the far end of the course, and he was trying to redeem himself after Tacoma. What happened out there, Mark?
Well, I just went in the corner. I just wanted to make sure I was lined up good. And I just got on the brake a little bit too hard. It slid out. Got stuck in the deep stuff over there, but I figured if I just get it out, there's a lot of broke trucks, I'll get to come back in the top 15, so we'll just see.
And that's what he's counting on, guys. There were some trucks that broke. He's hoping that his time, as well as some guys dropping out, is going to get him into the fast 15.
Well, Bud Thomas comes out of Orangevale, California.
Shaheed, you know what I like about Dave Burns? He can change a man's name in the middle of a sentence. You know what I'm talking about? If it's Dave at the start, it's Mark when it ends. Oh, Dave Burns, you're crazy.
I'm not going to touch it.
Well, let's see what the NorCal boy can do here.
Fiberglass Bronco replica body, so it's lightweight.
Really nice truck. Jeep truck.
Oh, there's a good double. Hard on the brakes.
Probably the best one on that side of the course.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what, he's bringing it home right here.
The 30-second zone.
Hey, that's a pretty good run. That moves him into second. Wow, hey, this NorCal kid's not so bad, huh, Dream?
I'm going to tell you what, he went ahead and put it to the flow. Brought it home.
Here's the double jump.
Boy, that's pretty.
Nice and smooth. And look how he had to whoa that baby down. Now the run to the big jump. They got up and moved off that corner, Mike.
It truck bit well. Went to the finish line. He didn't slow down. He wanted some of it.
And he took a different angle at that jump than we hadn't seen. And maybe that helps make a difference, too. You know, the lip on that jump might be a little bit more aggressive in the middle than it is on the end. Jim Hopkins, he's fifth in the points, but he is always, always tough.
Boy, he's always tough.
And so aggressive.
Doesn't sound too good, though, does it? Did it sound a little off to you?
Sounds just a tad off, but it could be that this doesn't seem to want to. The truck looks responsive. It just doesn't sound all that great.
Seems like it's kind of gurgling a little, doesn't it?
Oh, what was the sparks out of the right front? He has broken a U-joint, looks like, in the right front of that truck.
Well, look at that, 3361. If he can get it fixed, he's got another shot at it.
I think he's going to have to go with it just the way it is.
That's the key word, getting it fixed or being able to run.
Watch the sparks.
Watch right in this area.
Draw that again.
Right in this area.
Draw that again.
Right in this area.
Good.
I think that's a U-joint where the axle actually hooks to the spindle.
Here's another truck all the way from Vancouver.
Well, we've had a lot of the West Coast racers.
We did. This is a 1962 Willys CJ3A with a 340 Mopar.
And I'm amazed at how many of them run with that suicide knob and with the brakes on the floorboard in between them.
Must be a Northwest kind of deal, huh?
Must be. I'm not too familiar with it.
Oh, watch out. Over the cones.
We got a right rear down.
And we got a right rear down.
He's still going.
He's got himself a rod here, Dream.
Yeah, oh.
32-18.
My
But
goodness.
don't forget, he knocked down 2 cones. That's going to be a penalty, right?
That's 10 seconds worth of penalty.
And the crash test dummy giving you the salute.
Watch the tire. Going to come around. The back of the truck comes around, and when it does, it rolls that tire off the wheel.
There
Pops
goes
the air out
a
of it.
puff of smoke right there. And they got to belt that dummy in better. His legs and arms are flopping. Well, if you like what you have seen here tonight, don't forget, USA Motorsports is coming to your neighborhood, too. Check out the schedule.
I tell you what, guys, you talk about madness. I know there might you missed that Orlando Derby. That was more crashing and banging going on than I ever seen. It was starting before and after. It was really, truly madness.
Yeah, that's also the show where we had Jake Claude. We got that tape about what his client's goals are.
Yeah, and not only that, Norman Gum, we've seen him dressed up like Katie Hosser thought it was, and that was sick, sick, sick. If you know what I'm talking about.
Guys, don't forget Butterscotch.
Yeah, well, Butterscotch made a grand intro right there in Orlando. And I'm tell you what, fans, if you missed it, shame on you. Let's take a look at it.
If there be one among you who can say that ever my actions did belie my tongue, let him stand forth and say it.
It's always been my dream to be on a part of a racing team. And plus, I'm getting tired of breathing that drywall dust. That'll put some mean boogers in a man's nose, Dave.
This is Katie Haas. Hi, guys.
Oh, my God! Oh!
You're all right. Get away from me. I did it all. Katie and I were the one. We're the same.
Yeah, what's she throwing up there? There's a tape in here, man. Hey, somebody send it. Take this to the truck.
Who's the guy?
Well, that's a change, envelope change right there.
She looks happy.
Hey, guys, wait a minute. I know this place.
I just want all these crew chiefs to know that I'm here and I'm ready to go to work. I had about 27 cans of beanie weenies in here and I'm down to about 7, so call me.
That's the Casa de Bella.
In Miami.
In Miami. That's in Miami on Coney Ocho. You get to Miami, you go to Miami, and you go to the Casa de Bella, and you find out Katie Hart, she's there.
Out of here.
Well, with the first round of Pro Arena trucks in the books here at Beaumont, Texas, that means it's time for another round of monster truck racing on the obstacle course. Here's your brackets. Bigfoot, Speed Equalizer, he's going to go up against Firestone Wilderness. That's going to be quite a matchup. And then, of course, the losers will go at it as well, which means Sampson and Equalizer will square off.
What this is for third and fourth place and very important points right there between Sampson and Firestone.
Yeah, I think the points are the big deal right here, guys.
Hey, don't give them a call. It's a 1-900 number. It's $1.99, I think, for the first minute and 99 cents for every minute thereafter. And if you're under 18, you need your parents' permission, but I call that number to kind of keep update on everything that's going on in monster truck and Pro Arena racing.
Shaheed,
yeah,
I would like to see Pamela in one of these trucks and that Knudsen laid out there on the dirt, be in the dirt ground and having her just run right over here.
Ow.
I'm telling you, I'd like to see that. That's bad blood running there. I wonder how Knudsen feels after Naples. But anyway, that's another story. Here's old Sampson right now.
He's going up against Equalizer.
Gonna be a good race. Sampson a little bit of a lead. Oh, Patrick's got it handled. Patrick is the man at this point.
Oh, baby! Wow, he almost came right into our booth.
I hope not.
Yeah, it was close. We would have crumbled right down on top of him.
We are right above Dan Patrick Sampson truck, and you can see how close he came to hitting us.
Now, wait a minute. Why don't we have a better shot of Sampson on that?
I don't know, dear. I'm just trying to do the best we can with what we've got.
Well, we need to see that.
Yeah, get a shot of that. We need to see that.
I'm an editor, not a magician. I can't just conjure one up.
Well, why not? Why don't you just do a DVE move or something?
Do a DVE move or something.
That would work.
Yeah, DVE.
Yeah.
I do those all the time.
Oh, God.
Do you? Yeah,
He?
sure.
Yeah.
Was there MSG in the food?
Great move to make.
It's Chinese. Yeah, there was MSG in it.
Oh, God, I'm allergic to that. I think I've had a reaction.
I guess we'll go with that. Goofus, the DVE move. Goofus, stop that. Stop that. Stop messing around. We have a deadline. She's got a plane to catch.
It was close to being more than madness.
Motor crash.
Yeah, and scrambling. Me and you trying to get off here. Oh, man.
Watch Sampson. Wanted to win this race real bad. Really has a good time racing this Equalizer, and he does it. And then he's got the front end in the air, and he can't stop it with the front tires. Good racing and good driving for Sampson.
Oh, boy. Dan Patrick, great on the turn. Struggled a little with the brakes, though.
If we get knocked off of this, I want to land on top of Dusty.
Yeah, well, I'll be bailing out. You better hurry.
Bigfoot and Firestone Wilderness going to go at it. Sister trucks.
Well, that old Firestone Wilderness been doing really well lately, I guarantee you. But, you know, like you said, Mike, points are very important for Sampson to pull that thing off right there.
Needed those points to keep up in this points race that we've got going right now.
So competitive.
These guys are super competitive.
And I'll tell you what, you can say all you want about Sampson and Equalizer, but when it comes to the big names of monster truck racing, it is tough to beat these next two competitors.
They've got financial resources behind them. They've got the technology. Bob Chandler, a whiz with a computer. First guy that I ever saw lay out a monster truck frame on a computer is Bob Chandler.
Yeah. Kind of the Hendrick Motorsports of monster truck racing, wouldn't you say?
Very well put. Very well put.
Got a little bit of everything going for him right now.
Yeah, you look for the Ford to win this one.
Oh, good, Dusty. Good.
You always say that.
And I'm always right.
I just don't think it's stop.
These guys are going at it, aren't they? I mean, they're going at it hard. Look at this.
Come on, Wilderness.
Uh-oh.
Wow. Boys, we are sitting in a bad spot. Let me tell you, we are in a bad spot.
Oh,
the view's good.
Yeah.
Bigfoot.
That's a lot of trucking sliding into this booth, let me tell you. That's 10,000 pounds.
Oh, you guys
moving.
You guys panic too easy. They're not going to hit us, maybe. Look at the way he gets around the corner. Absolutely flawless the way he brings that truck around. And it is handling perfect. Beautiful job of driving.
Now watch this as they come around the corner. This is the last run of the cars. Foot's got him. And then watch Wilderness come right at our camera.
Whoa! He didn't go as far as Sampson did.
No. Better brakes. Plenty more action coming your way from, well, we know the brakes are warmed up. It has been wild here tonight at the Fairpark Coliseum in Beaumont, Texas. USA Motorsports providing the action with their monster trucks and pro arena trucks. Hi, everybody. Ralph Shaheen, along with Mike Galloway, the professor of truckology and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. How about those graphics?
Well, I'm going to tell you what, they are so hot when you take a hard cold look at them in the music, you know, music, graphics, animation, all of it is a big part of Motor Madness and what we're seeing right here. It's a dynamite thing and just makes me want to get up and shake my little tail feather a little bit one time. You know what I'm talking about? You know, if you shake your tail one time. Yeah.
One time. We're going to go monster truck racing again here in just a few minutes, only we're not going to do the obstacle course. Now we go to the side-by-side drags. Firestone Wilderness up against Foot and Equalizer up against Sampson. This ought to be pretty hot.
Gotta like Sampson in this one because he's done so well lately in the drag racing. Lots of horsepower, and as Dusty so well mentioned earlier, he's going to shift the truck, make it think he can run faster.
Well, for more on the tracks, let's go to Dave Burns.
Well, some of you fans might be wondering what the guys do to the monster trucks between the obstacle course and the side-by-side drags. Do they make any changes, any adjustments? Well, normally, they try to keep the rear end from steering at all, because all they have to do is go straight. So what they'll do is on the back end, they'll lock it down. They will put either a pin, as they here in the Firestone Wilderness, or a collar on the Sampson is another example. They'll keep the rear end from steering at all. They'll also cut the power to the rear end steering so that they can't do any kind of turning back there at all. But tonight, it's such a short course, they're not going to do that. And as we've seen earlier, guys, they need all the steering they can to stop these things at the end of the course. What they will do is they will try to take some pressure off of these tires. They're going to let
House lights are so unflattering for Dave Burns. Yeah. Tasty.
Yeah, he looks tasty. He needs a little
Mr.
booze.
Thorson. Mr. Thorson.
Really.
Monster trucks, however, look fabulous.
Mr. Thorson. Mr. Thorson.
Hi, this is Heath. Mr. Thorson can't take the call right now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll tell him. Thank you.
What's going on here?
I'll tell you later.
What's going on, guys?
It was your podiatrist. He said the fungus is bad enough they're going to have to remove all your toenails.
Oh, my God. I did not need to know that.
That's more information than I need. That's it. I'm taking it. It's making me sick.
Well, here we go. Bigfoot up against Firestone Wilderness. A lot of people would have thought this might be the final for the drags tonight, but instead it's going to be an opening pair, and that means good things for Sampson and Equalizer.
Well, Dusty, you've got a great shot looking right down the headlights of that Bigfoot truck.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, and, you know, when you go ahead and you talk about big ball games and big ball players, you got to say Bigfoot is the big ball player. Sampson is ready, though, tonight.
I saw a lot of wheels spin out of Bigfoot, and I think that made the difference.
Could very well be, and we're looking right at the front of the truck, so the side view is not the best for us.
Firestone got the win, so like I said on that wheel spin on Bigfoot, kept him at the line too long. Look. See, look at Firestone's already gone.
The guys are going to have to really feather it off the line. We talked earlier about how sandy this course is.
Exactly.
Well, that's what the problem is. In the sand, you break them loose.
Like a watermelon patch.
It's exactly like a watermelon patch.
And I tell you what, we've seen that thing come into play right there. The thing I'm talking about, the thing, is this sandy loam, as we call it, down here in Beaumont, getting close to Louisiana. You go a little bit further from Beaumont, you're going to hit swamp.
And that's not very far.
Swamp is right over behind us, close, down I-10.
Is that a street?
No, it's a big a swamp. It's about 2 foot of water run for about 100,000 miles. It's a swamp.
Could you spell that?
Swamp, S-W-M-P, swamp. Or the U-M-P. Here's my man tonight, Sampson. Oh, well, I got quiet, too. I was yelling at you.
There's a reason for that, too, Mike.
Yeah, definitely. What that is our remote ignition interrupter. Those are radios that they carry, people in the arena have. They can shut the motors down on the truck. If the truck was to become in trouble, they can kill the motor. If the driver's incapacitated. Sounding like Dusty now.
Here we go.
Oh, boy, that was pretty close. Sampson, a drag race winner already this year. Had a pretty good launch.
Let's see.
Yeah, he got off quick right here. Whoa, man.
Right here, maybe. Huh, Mike? Onboard equalizer, watching the competition.
Maybe a fingernail?
A big knuckle.
Well,
Sampson gets the win, we're told, so he'll move on to face Firestone Wilderness in the drag race side-by-side final later on tonight. Oh, what a great night here in Beaumont. Don't miss it. Welcome back to Beaumont, Texas. It's been a good night here so far, Dream.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what, but you talk about good nights. We had a big night in Indianapolis when we're talking about the monster trucks. What a run they had, and a lot of things happened there, I guarantee you that.
Well, I remember Indianapolis, and I know Fred Barton remembers Indianapolis.
Yeah, I wanted to play checkers with Pamela, but those pit guys, they get all the good stuff.
But I'm going to tell you what, and it was so bad, I got kind of, like, I lost my temper a little bit. Yeah, huffy at Dave Burns, because Dave Burns was supposed to be in Miami looking for Katie Haas, and he was chasing some bubble butt blind around down there. And I guarantee you, it got really edgy there. But Dave has redeemed himself. And also Dave Burns is pretty knowledgeable about the monster trucks, too. Maybe even more knowledgeable than somebody else I know.
Who would that be?
I don't know. Let's look at Indianapolis. start looking a lot sharper. Cohesive unit, that's what we're looking for, all right?
Hector, what do you remember about Katie Haas?
Let me tell you something. If you don't get out of here, I'm gonna show you some cohesive unit. You know what I'm talking about? This is motor madness, not motor blandness, okay?
The coat check girl that I spoke with said that she had seen Katie come and go several times during the course of the week, and that she may even be staying nearby in one of the hotels.
Just do it. Don't you be pointing your finger at me. You'll be eating it for supper, whoever you are.
I'm going to start here, and I'm going to head all the way up South Beach and try to make it... Guys, I think I got a new lead. I got to go.
Dave Burns, you better get your mind right. You better get your direction right, or I will jump through this television, live and in color, and strangle your scrawny neck. If y'all are gonna play with fire, you're gonna get burned.
Guys, I wish I had more to tell you, but it's been like a dead-end street down here in Miami. No sign of Katie, and I've been all the way from Coconut Grove down to Miami Beach. And still no sign of Katie.
None of you are delivering what I want.
Hey, Dave Burns, what are you doing in Miami?
Don't miss a beat in the Motor Madness saga. Next week, the Demo Derbies take center stage. Catch the O'Reilly Auto Parts Springtime Slam-O-Rama from Wichita, Kansas. The top dogs are in town, so be sure to bring the big rigs if you're even thinking of hanging around till the end. And make sure your seatbelts work, or you might have to call it quits before your car. Catch all the madness right here on Motor Madness next week.
Pro Arena Trucks provided the highlights, I think, so far tonight, guys, in our Monster Truck Challenge from the Fairpark Coliseum here in Beaumont, Texas. Now we are down to our 15 fast guys. We're going to invert the field. The slowest of the fast 15 will go first, and we'll work our way back through to Don Chester, who will run last in truck number 146 because he ran the 32.96, which was the quickest time in round number 1.
Okay, you lost me, but I believe you.
Here's a look at 6 through 10. There's some good trucks that are going to come back out here. Now, I think the key is going to be, Dream, that this time around, when they come around this last corner, they're going to have to go for it and not get on those brakes. You're going to have to run it all the way through that big jump. That's the quickest way through it.
Yeah, because it's
I think the Fast 15 are really shaping up. Fast 15 looks great. It's really too bad that Marlene Rogers flipped like that.
I know. It's too bad.
We need more women in racing. She is so great. You know, we should have something. We should have a get-together like Shirley Muldowney. You know her, Cha-Cha.
Oh, let me call her PR person.
Janet Guthrie. Yeah, that's a great idea. Maybe Marlene Rogerson will come too. Just have a meeting with all these women and just, you know,
Get together
and talk about women in racing. That's
Right.
gonna be
Absolutely necessary.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
They gotta go full speed at it. You know, I kind of miss old Butterscotch. He'd really like this right here.
Bill Hubbard out of Olathe, Kansas.
Oh, Butterscotch would scare me here.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I was on the bus with him from Mercer, I know. Whoa.
Hold on. He does it. He should be able to move up the ladder.
Ran a 42.11 last time out. He's going to have to pick up a lot of time here.
Oh,
no! Who's going over?
Turned it over right there.
Wow. See that coming.
Yeah, exactly right, Ralph. When it landed, the rear tires weren't far enough down the ramp, and I don't think he even scratched it. I think he laid it over to the
At this
sand.
point, just roll me over, boys. I'll be ready to go.
Yeah, get out of the way. I want to go to the finish line.
Look at that. Look at that right front tire. That's not coming back all the way over. Well, the little four-cylinder did its job early on. Look at this. Blew the double pretty well.
Did a great job there. Now, let's see exactly what happens when he gets in this mess that he's in. Here we go. We ease over the first one. Now we're going to go hard and try to clear both of them. But the tires hit right there, and it doesn't happen. Let's take a look one more time. Now, he's going to go hard on it. The tires are going to hit too far up, and it just lays over on its side.
Yeah, but I tell you what, that's what Shaheen was talking about. let it all hang out there. There's no waiting going on. Thank goodness he's all right.
How about it, Dave?
Well, Bill, you were so glad to even be in this thing. What happened?
Oh, driver error. Driver error. Just, I didn't have enough speed when I hit that first jump. And I thought maybe I'd bobble over it, but didn't happen.
Now, it's not a rollover, but Beaumont hasn't been too kind to you.
Excuse me?
It's not a rollover, but Beaumont really hasn't been very kind to you, has it?
No, it hasn't, but I'll come back out tomorrow and see what happens. If I get her fixed, I should be able to.
Hey, remember, guys, I'll run another event tomorrow. Won't be televised, but Bill will be back.
Wow.
Hey, Dream, he's kind of got a haircut like you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he's looking clean as a Safeway chicken. But the bottom line, these guys, they have no fear. And winning, and right now on Motor Madness, being here, opportunity knocks for them. They're letting it all hang out.
You cracked yourself up with that Safeway chicken line, didn't you?
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I heard you giggling. I knew you got yourself there.
I'm a mess.
So's Bill.
Go with butterscotch.
Well, the zebra truck is Shane Ballard is up next as we move our way through.
Mooker.
Well, it's cold. My lips are freezing.
I thought that was one of the cows down here in the bucket chutes in front of us.
Here we go, guys.
Shane's going to show this time. I got a feeling.
Springfield, Missouri native.
What's pretty paint on the side of that?
Got them both.
Yeah.
Good job.
Oh, he left something in the whoops.
Drive shaft loop. The rear drive shaft just flopping around underneath the truck. Very dangerous.
How much abuse will it take?
Well, it can stick in the ground is the concern with it.
Yeah, snap any time.
He's not letting up, so he's running front.
Oh, no.
Whoa. Whoa, baby. Holy mackerel.
And there goes the drive shaft.
The drive shaft.
It lasted long enough. There's pieces laying all over the arena floor.
Well, at 35.53, he let it all hang out. He picked up about 2 seconds.
There is the rear drive shaft coming out. Just saw it. There it's flopping around underneath. There comes the loop brace that you want to have underneath there to keep the drive shaft from coming loose. But it doesn't slow him down one bit. He's still going for it.
Boy, he flew that thing, too.
Nice job. I tell you, these guys are really putting on some madness here tonight.
You two gentlemen are so brilliant. My question is, do you close your eyes when you get that high?
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, at that point it don't. Oh.
Daryl Crowder, his eyes are open right now.
Yeah, and he's seen that double jump and saying, I'm going to back off just a little bit and try to make it up right here.
The weight balance on this one's got to be pretty wild for the Ridgefield, Washington driver.
Big V8 in the front of it, and that's all.
And that's all the horsepower, too. Comes to a stop, now he gets it going again.
Seems like it died on him.
A flat fender Jeep.
Going for it.
Well, you know why he got on the brakes? Not because he thought it was quicker, because he was actually slower than he was before by a little over a second. But he knew all that big engine up front was going to bring that nose right down. Had he gone any harder, Mike, he was going for a ride.
Nose down, and you don't want to land nose down as we've seen.
Now, I've seen, now I won't say face down. I won't say that about Mike.
This would be something that would look good driving up and down the streets.
Maybe in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Bob Torber.
In Oklahoma, it would.
Thanks a lot, guys.
This is a Cadillac down there.
He set it up, didn't he?
Yeah.
I didn't open that door.
He walked right into it, and you slammed it on his face.
These are my close personal friends I'm working with. Getting around pretty well.
Is that what you tell people?
No, I actually tell them I don't know you.
Torper making his way to the last jump in old Black Velvet.
Here we go.
Kicking it up.
I don't know what it is about this Beaumont facility, but they build the toughest, meanest, nastiest track we see. I mean, these guys are getting pounded in there.
The track too tough to tame.
Oh, that's original.
The track too, let me say again so Mike can respond. The track too tough to tame.
Oh, that's original.
Here comes my homeboy right here. With my, he's got a picture on the back of me but I think my cheeks look a little more chubbier than they really are in person.
Yeah,
Ron Willis.
Here he is.
Are my cheeks really that chubby?
You want me to answer that?
No.
Thank
I'm
you.
not going there.
This gentleman, when he was 12 years old, saw Dusty at a personal appearance somewhere.
Get out of here.
And walked up and punched him in the belly. It happened. He's done a good job with this big monster heavy-duty Dodge Ram.
Well, it struggled on him over in this part of the course last time around. Let's see what it does now.
Well, I think the mechanics got that part of it fixed.
I'll tell you what, he's got a good time. Come on home, boy.
It is a good-looking truck,
That
isn't it?
is a good truck.
There you go.
This 78 Dodge
Turn it on.
Final jump. Oh, did you see that left front? 32.79. He's in there.
Smoothness is the answer.
He is the new leader, Dream. He is the new leader.
Let's watch this big finish.
That 32.79. Unbelievable by Willis.
Oh, man. Oh.
I wouldn't have thought it would have happened.
It was wild. At 32.79, that is flying around this racetrack. And I got to tell you guys, that's going to be tough to beat here tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really.
I'm going to tell you what was tough to beat. And it was Mercy, Pennsylvania. It was cold, and the wind was howling, and I was a little bitty chubby, all cold up right there. But the action was unbelievable, and Knudsen at the end of this thing really got what was coming to him, you know what I mean?
That had to have been a
Much
wild
less in Naples,
show.
it was wild. And Knudsen stuck his nose in butterscotch business. Katie Haas reappeared. It was a fabulous night in Mercy, PA, in the cold weather, and the psychedelic camera crew and the psychedelic director in the truck. Take us to Mercy as quick as you can.
I call it jailbreak, and it goes a little something like this.
Let's get it on!
Security!
Woo!
You're out of control. That car's been disqualified for years.
What do you mean?
You can't just walk in here and drive.
I've been driving all night!
Well, you're not going to be driving much more now, buddy. Take it away. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Enough. Cut. Mr. Evans, my name is Larry Knudsen. I'm a representative of J. Claude Dent.
Ah, that's sleazeball.
Look at me. Don't talk. Listen. Nip it, all right?
See? Let me tell you something. I live by code. You took something from me, and I'm going to get something back. The Bible says an eye for an eye. I want to know what you're going to give me. Right here, right now, we're going to cha-cha. Bring it on, I'm saying. Bring it on. You better hold security now.
He wants to be the Valentine King.
I'm seeing a little bit too much of that guy.
Oh, look at Dusty's getting this now. That solved that problem. And the madness continues on Motor Madness. Go!
Problem for the executioner.
And that is a beautiful.
Oh, standing on a nose.
Oh, it's up.
Oh, look out, look out, look out. Oh, and Roy Fisher took her over on her side.
Doesn't he?
Mike Hager. Keep digging. Can you believe this? If this is your sport, this is a tape you've got to own. Monster Trucks and Pros, the thunder and lightning of arena racing. $15.99 plus $4 for shipping and handling. Write them at Monster Trucks, P.O. Box 22499, Kansas City, or call that 1-800. Wait, say it, Dream.
1-800, and if you're under 18, call anyway.
Yeah, but make sure you get your parents' permission to get this tape. Now, if you like this sport, Vanna over here is got the tape.
Gotta have it.
That's a good tape. As we get set to go with another Ford Ranger out on the track.
Thunder's out of the hole. Hold on. Oh, he's aggressive this time around.
Andy Farmer giving it a run. Big flag in the back. I think he had that out last time, didn't he?
Yes. Yeah, he had it. He got it all tangled up. He had a good run, too. So we'll see if he can go ahead and better that thing.
White lightning. maybe what he's got under the motor, white lightning.
You be an authority on white lightning.
Well, I've seen it in museums.
Here we go.
36-39, not the time to beat. Well, let's check in with the guy who sits on top of it, Dave Burns.
Well, it is Ron Willis, and so far, Ron, the time is holding. Do you think he can hold this next few through?
Yeah, we don't know if it'll hold up because of the lead. You know, our truck's a little heavier, but if I'd have known I was that close, I could have pushed the truck. The truck's handling really well right out here.
Hey, Ron, do you think now that you're a little past 12 years old, do you think you could punch Dusty in the gut again, or would you even try such a thing?
I don't know. Dusty's my hero, so I don't believe I'd do it. I'd really like to shake his hand, though, again. Tell him I'm sorry for punching him when I was a kid.
You know, which, of course, is why he was there in the first place. You're his hero, Dusty.
Well, I tell you what.
He's swelling.
I'm swelling. I'm a beaming. And I think I was like 14. I had just started wrestling. He was 12, and I was 14. And I'll shake his hand because he's my man.
Look out. This guy's going to go for the big one.
This is the one we were waiting to see. This guy likes to fly it.
Boy, he's aggressive. That motor sounds so strong.
You know he's going to fly the second set of doubles. He's got to.
Yeah. Got to let it all hang out. Get ready to come up to him right here.
There it is. Now, what does he do on the big jump? How hard does he run it? He's in the hunt. Here he goes. It died. It died.
No. He kicked pieces out on the racetrack, Ralph.
Dusty, he was there. He was there.
Man, so close.
Oh.
Somebody's looking over the shoulder of my homeboy right there because that time he had was beat.
Okay. Clears that. Beautiful job. Just outstanding now. And I mean, this old motor is just thundering so good. It sounds so strong.
Still there.
Now watch, something's going to come out from the bottom of this truck. It ends up laying on the racetrack. And the cars get in the way and we can't see it.
And he knew it. He knew it, guys. Man, let me tell you.
Yeah, there's pieces on the racetrack, Mike, just in front of us, about halfway from the last turn to the jump, right in the middle of the dirt. There's a couple of pieces of metal laying out there.
I tell you what,
I think that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. And I can't tell from here.
I think Butterscotch is his pit crew chief.
Butterscotch is even.
See it right there. There it is.
There's the stuffing.
The what?
Right here.
Get your telestrator.
Right there.
What is this? What is this we're watching?
I think it's a bolt.
A what?
A bolt.
Why are we watching a bolt?
I have no idea.
Can we fix this? It's ridiculous.
Well, wait.
It's terrible.
I think we need this. It's sort of an opportunity to ponder, you know, and also it has a Bergman quality to it, which I think is wonderful.
Did you say a Bergman quality?
Yes.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, it's...
Nobody wants to see that crap. You know what? All I want is madness. That's all I ask for.
yes,
Can't we take care of that? I have a plane to catch. I'm starting to get irritated. Nobody's listening to me. I feel like I'm hallucinating. I'm losing my mind. Can't you just move and get on it?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Hey, you heard him. Chop, come on. Chop, chop, like they say it. Come on.
Starting to have a problem.
Oh, Death, where is that sting?
That big Jeep is thundering, Ralph. Grabs that low gear on that jump and makes it. Gets it on the outside.
He's supporting the coals to it right here.
I'm telling you, this thing is stronger than a Massey tractor. I just can't listen to that thing. Doesn't sound all that good, but he's sure trying to take the lead.
Oh, boy, does he give it a ride.
Yeah,
he got close.
Yeah,
oh, man, did he get close. Look at that. About a 10th off. Willis, the local, is still winning. And remember, at Indianapolis, how Willis came around the corner, couldn't find the finish?
Exactly.
And here he's going to win.
Oh, yeah, he pulled all the way. You know why? He's in Beaumont. He's familiar with the track. He was there in Indianapolis in the big dome and looking around, and nobody gave him a map, and he veered off to the right. And I guarantee you, man, but there's some strong trucks yet to come.
Nothing like the home field advantage, huh?
Nothing. I'll tell you, he's got it laid out. Probably walked it last night around midnight.
There's a lot of strong things going on right now. Oh, watch this little Rocky Ranger, maybe. He's going to be aggressive. He knows that the thing can be won tonight, so let's see how he handles it.
Dealey, Mario Dealey. Oh, bangs it. And a motorcycle, that would have been casing the jump.
And a truck, that was trouble.
Yeah, that lost him a little time right now. See if he can make it up here on these big two coming up. Eases over. Going to turn around. Got a good time going on right here.
He does. Yeah, he does. He's in there.
Yeah.
He did it.
Oh, man. Great run.
31.99 knocks Willis out.
Yeah.
Did a great...
Mario Dealey. And he even had problems on this run, Mike.
Well, look.
Yeah, he might even have had a better time there, Mike.
Watch the rear end, how high it is in the sky. And the tires, of course, not making any ground that high in the air. But when it lands, he's still got both feet flat on the ground.
Well, there's a handful of competitors yet to go, including the series points leader for USA Motorsports Pro Arena Truck Division. Still to go. Don't miss the finish. It's a little cold and chilly here. Remember, there are no walls around this arena. Just the arena floor, some grandstands, and a roof. So it's chilly tonight in Beaumont.
Very.
And here is the series points leader, Dave Peplow. He is 6th currently in the times tonight. But he's got a Ranger as well, and he's got the lights glowing.
I really think this guy's got everything going for him tonight. He did well the first time, and we saw where he could pick up some time, and I think he's going to try to really crank this thing open. That part of it's right.
Yeah, nice run right there. He's got a good run going, Michael.
I'll tell you what, if he can double the second set of doubles, he's in really good shape.
Right on.
Oh,
course.
He did. This is going to be a great
This will be
run.
fantastic.
Well, here's the key right here. Can he bring it home?
That was beautiful.
No! Oh, look at that! Just a couple of hundredths of a second. He braked just before the big jump, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's the difference. If he ran it through the big jump, Mike, he was home free.
He had to stay on the throttle, and he feathered it just at the wrong time. That's beautiful. That is just as clean as a whistle, right on down. Now here's his final turn, and this comes to the truck lines up well, gets the back end of it out, and he's gonna go for the big jump, but he feathers this truck right in this area. See how the front end comes down?
Yeah.
That was the
means
mistake.
he's out of the
That
power.
cost him
Wow.
the win here tonight. All right. Now we get into the bigger muscle. Hopkins.
Big horsepower.
Yeah, winding it up too, Big Steve.
One thing about these guys, Hopkins are never short on power. They show it right there in that jump.
Mario Dielli still the leader now.
Hopkins is knocking on the door, though.
And Hopkins trying to get in there.
Didn't have enough time to get back on the throttle. I think that made this not going to work for him.
Yeah, he's going to have to make up a lot of ground right here.
Yeah.
Not going to happen.
No.
Still flies it, though.
Yeah.
Look good.
I really think what got him in trouble is in the last part of the course. He went over the first jump real easy, but the truck bounced around. I think his foot come off the throttle, and he couldn't get back into it.
There's Mario Dielli. He's excited. You know what, Mike? It's interesting. Last year when we were here, all the problems and all the flips were right below us.
True.
And this year, it's been smooth through there. Nobody's had a problem at all.
They learned.
I guess.
Another Ranger.
Toe out, toe in.
Got the well wheels, which is one of our sponsors on this M30, and also Autometers, all putting up contingency for these races, as well as Technique Towing out of Prisma. One Ranger. Hold on long.
Well, I think he missed the boat over here when he didn't get these two at one.
Yeah, and he didn't get these either. That's the killer three.
I really believe that.
Way out in the wrong part of the track.
Too slow.
I really think, not counting motor work, that you could be racing in a Ranger for about 800. Do a little,
without the motor work.
do a little swap and trade.
But I don't think you'd have to do a whole lot of motor work to win here tonight because this is not a horsepower track. Mario Gielli's been doing it on setup and driving ability and courage on that big last jump to victory. Well, there's just 3 racers to go, standing in the way of Mario Gielli claiming victory here tonight in Beaumont in our Pro Arena Truck Challenge from the Fairpark Coliseum. And Godzilla could have something to say about this. Dan Sutter ready to go.
The big 454 proved to be a great asset in his first run when he got to the doubles. Hard on the...
Him easy, didn't he?
This thing's got power.
He's gonna have to clear both sets of doubles too, Mike.
He will. He will. He'll hammer it.
He'll turn it on right here. There you go.
See how quick that truck gets up?
Yeah, just from nowhere. Got a little trouble down there.
Well, he had the tires turned when he went over that third set of whoops, and that wasn't good for him.
Here's the second set. No problem.
Oh, just eases it. I mean, he's not even...
Gonna have to hurry, guys.
We're going to the big jump with him, Dream.
Gonna have to hurry.
Here comes victory. It's not gonna happen.
He got...
Oh, you can hear it hit, too.
Yeah.
He got way out on the final. I'm not sure this guy can stand it.
No, Mario's getting close to a celebration right now.
Well, that was a tough one, and this one out of Orangevale, California, is pretty tough as well. Our next competitor, this is a truck we have not seen a lot on the tour, Mike, but he could be a force in the future, Bud Thomas.
If Bud decides that this is the thing to do, it very well may happen. It's lightweight, the motor sounds great, and he does a good job of driving it.
And there's only 2 racers left to go.
Yeah, we're down to the call right here, I guarantee you that much. Well, what a pretty truck.
Here we go. Everything's smooth. Does the
look out for the wall! Man, Mike, he went over an orange marker.
Yes.
That's 5 seconds, is it not?
Yes, it is, and it's not going to be good tonight because the truck was a little crooked when he went into that jump. But
he's been trying so hard.
That was
31-38, but the 5 seconds, Mike, kills him.
Shoots him in the foot, doesn't he? The only place he got in trouble is the truck went to that set of doubles, angled to the right just a little bit too much, and it landed out there in the real soft sand and on top of one of those markers that you can't knock down.
Jim Hopkins will be our last competitor. Dave, is he ready?
Well, we think so, Ralph. And remember, he broke in the first round. This is what he broke. This is the right front axle. See, it has a U-joint here. Snapped it right out. Did they have one to put in to replace it? Yes, but it had also broken earlier. It was bent up. They hammered it back into place, did some welding where you don't normally weld on a U-joint, and he hopes it's going to be good enough to win.
Well, when it comes to racing on TV, nobody is better at it in Pro Arena Truck Racing than this man right here, Jim Hopkins. He has owned him on television, and I'll tell you, this has got to be the toughest track on the tour, Mike. It's the one track you don't want to have anything frayed or cracked or weakened in any way, shape, or form.
Will it hold together? We will see.
Well, is he going to hammer the truck or not?
Yes, he will. You know he will.
Of course he will.
It's holding. I don't know who welded it, but he's done a great job.
He's still got half a track to go, and another double jump coming up now.
He's going to take it too. Double jump.
He's all right.
He's got it.
One quarter to go. Can he make it?
Yes.
Hopkins.
It'll be close.
Yes.
He got it. He did it. 28-64. He smashed the record dream.
Smashed it. What a run.
When it crashed on the other end, it looks like it kicked out something up in the front.
It doesn't matter now because Jim Hopkins is crash landed right smack in the middle of victory lane.
Where else would you want to be?
That is it. He did it on his final turn. Watch this. That made all the difference.
Save the best for last. He's had a great run up to this point. Now he heads for the finish line. I want you to watch when this truck lands, if they can see it on the left front.
Look at Dielli's reaction. He knew. He could tell that was a run
Oh, boy, he was tasting the...
Nothing you can do to that one, Dream.
He was tasting it.
Hey, Dave Burns, the Broncos won the Super Bowl, and the Bronco won at Beaumont.
It sure did, Ralph, and Jim knows that he just won a Super Bowl tonight here at Beaumont. You fixed it. We told everyone about the parts. We showed it to them. What were you thinking going into that last run?
If it was going to make a half a round, a half a lap, I was going to be more than happy. I really didn't think it would. I thought I was going to go for broke. I hadn't tried the doubles except for last night, didn't make them. I just decided I'd go for broke. I didn't have nothing to lose, you know, here tonight. I figured if I could do it, I could. The first round I ran, what, fourth, and I lost an axle halfway around it, you know. So I figured if I just put everything on the line, it'd be fast, and turned out it was.
Jim Hopkins, not afraid to stand on the gas. We talked about the courage needed that big jump. No problems there. He landed in victory lane. We'll be back. Welcome back to Beaumont, everybody. Ralph Shaheen, the professor of truckology, Mike Galloway, and the Dream. And Dream, you gotta love that pro arena truck.
I tell you what, probably some of the best pro arena trucks that we have seen. And I tell you, it was exciting, but nothing was prepared for what was going on with Motor Madness. You know, we went to Indianapolis, and we were down in Orlando, and we were in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Tacoma, Winona, you name it. We were there. The trucks were moving. Production people was running crazy and everything. Then Naples, Florida came along, and when it did, I don't really believe we were prepared for what went down in Naples, Florida. Let's take a look right now at what went down there in Naples, in the swamps. Madness!
Millet! It's everywhere! That voodoo of swamp madness!
Oh, my God. I smelled him before I saw him.
I thought it was a swamp I smelled.
I'll tell you what.
J. Claude Dent.
Ain't that my man, J. Claude?
What are you doing here?
We had so much fun in Miami that I thought I'd just come over and find you over here.
I mean, I heard her say yes, right there in that casino. I heard her. We're driving them cars and everything, and she said yes. You ought to be here.
Let me tell you something. Listen to me very well. The only one who's going to get fired is you if you don't straighten up. Now listen to me. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Yeah.
Now get out of my sight because I don't want to see you anymore.
I had a firm commitment.
Welcome back to Beaumont, Texas. No longer in Naples, but you know what? I'll tell you, the Naples stuff was so wild on Motor Madness that I think we might have to show them some more.
Well, I tell you what, them swamp buggies down in the swamp, they're going 60 miles an hour, and they got them little bitty old 18-inch tires and everything, and the mud and the water was just flying and going crazy. I tell you what, it was something to behold down there in the swamps in Naples.
Yeah.
I'd like to try driving that, but from what I understand, guys, the racing was nothing to what else went on.
Well, you know, when we finally got down there in South Florida, you know, some of my old homeboys down there in South Florida, and Knudsen was working his way around, and some strange things went on, and I believe Knudsen really found out the importance, if you will, as being a brother as we are on Motor Madness and not standing out there. You know what I'm talking about?
Come on, tell me what happened.
Well, I think we ought to, let's just roll the tape, and we'll show you what happened. There was so much going on down there that we should take a second look. Some of the activities from Naples, Florida, and the swamp buggies.
Really starting to make me mad, Bambi.
Watch out! Oh, I got a 3-year-old that could give me a better footage with a home video camera. Don't.
You want some more of this, buddy? Huh, big boy?
You need to cover the wreck, not stand up here and lollygag with some bimbo, all right?
Thanks a lot.
Don't mess with my equipment! Huh? Who's got trouble now, huh? You got trouble with a capital P, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for Pamela Van Doren. Sure. Don't mess with my equipment! Now, you know I wouldn't. Don't you know that? I would not intentionally mislead you and break your heart. I wouldn't even do that to you. I mean, you know, this is not your fault. This is not my fault. You know whose fault this is?
Tell me then.
This is the fault of Larry Knudsen.
It's a woman. It's a...
Holy
smokes.
mackerel in there. Oh.
That's
Man.
true. That's the client.
He told me that my job may be threatened if I weren't nice to him. I guess, I mean, it's all his fault. But he's the one. He's the one.
Get him! No, John!
Now, where's Dusty going?
And we got buggies in the water.
Hi, boys. Mama's home. And Steve, it is so good to see you again. How have you been, sweetheart?
Oh, see? See?
You remember what happened? You...
Oh, no!
Oh, no. Get him out of the water before they become swamp monkey dust.
You've been waiting for that. You've been waiting for that, haven't you, Drew? Whoa! We got a big problem for the executioner.
And that is a beautiful.
Whoa! Standing on a nose.
Oh, it's up.
Oh, look out, look out, look out. Oh, and Roy Fisher took her over on her side.
Does it?
Mike Hagan gets digging. Can you believe this? And it's absolutely the tape you have to have if you love monster trucks and pro arena trucks. It's called Thunder and Lightning of Arena Racing. It's just $15.99 plus $4 shipping and handling. Call that 1-800 number right there, or write Monster Trucks, P.O. Box 22499, Kansas City, Missouri, and they'll send you a copy of this great tape. You got to have it. The professor's got one.
Oh, right here. Look at these two good-looking guys. Great, beautiful
How'd
gentlemen.
you not get on there, Dream?
Where is Dream?
That's the only tape he's probably not on.
That's exactly.
But that means that's why you got to get this collector's item, because Dream is not on it.
You know what? I gave these away at a little kid's birthday party the other day. Oh, they were nuts. I wasn't even the star after this. I mean, these people, they love this thing. They played it. They played it. It's a great tape. It is. I kind of like it myself.
It's a great party tape. Pick it up. Monster Trucks, Pro Arena Trucks, Thunder and Lightning. Gotta have it in your collection. With all the Pro Arena Truck racing completed, now it's time for the Monsters to finish off the mayhem here at Beaumont, Texas. Here's a look at the side-by-side drag racing brackets. Firestone beat out Bigfoot. He'll match up against Samson, who put away Equalizer. That means that Equalizer and Bigfoot are going to square off first in our losers race.
Another one of those situations where third and fourth points are so important as you try to gather points for the final of the year. Well, if you want to know it all, give them a call, 1-900, number there. They'll tell you everything you need to know about monster trucks and pro arena racing. $1.99 for the first minute, 99 cents for every minute thereafter. If you're under 18, like Dusty, you need to get parental permission.
Thank you.
Each week it'll feature a guest with an interview of your favorite driver.
All right, Bigfoot on the right of your screen, Equalizer on the left. Well, Equalizer has struggled all night. Be nice for him to get something here.
Come on. Come on, what are you doing? You're sitting on that establishing shot far too long.
Look, just go to a close-up or a low-angle shot or something. Just get off the shot. It's just laying there.
What are you doing, Heath? Go to another shot. That's TV 101.
That's it. That's it. Cut right there. That's
Right there.
right where I want to cut.
That's perfect.
Yeah, right there. That's right. What's the matter with you? Heath, I think you need a refresher course. You're really stinking up the place today. Come on, get with it, mister.
That's it. No, that's it. I'm not taking any more crap from you today or ever.
Heath,
I'm quitting.
You
I'm
sit
done
right.
with you.
You get back to that board and do your job. I will not have you stalemate this evening like a juvenile buffoon. Get that hand out of my face.
That's it. I said I quit.
Heath, you come back here to me right now. Heath. Heath. Well, look, this. We didn't need him anyway. He was just slowing us down. I can do this. I think. Just let me get over here. Okay. Just.
What are we? This is not going to work.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, points so important. As Michael said, it's really important to get some type of points when you walk away from this Beaumont.
Well, unfortunately, the only thing he may get out of this, I believe he just dusted him.
I don't know. Let's take a look. That was so close.
It was.
Even the USA officials are looking at our replay.
I tell you what, he got off quick. He got him maybe. Whoa.
Hey, boy, it sure looked like he did, didn't it?
I'm glad that's not for me to decide.
Bigfoot, we're told, got the win.
Well, it was very, very close.
That's why they're the officials and we're just the broadcast.
Exactly.
And it's been close all night long.
It sure has. There's one race yet to go. Bigfoot's sister truck yet to go. Now let's take one more look at this. Bigfoot, the truck closest to you.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Boy, that is...
What do you mean? What do you mean,
tight.
yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
it was close.
Well, as Shaheen said, we announcers, not officials.
And that's why I said, yeah.
That was close.
Well,
did I call this finals before we started tonight about Sampson?
Your two trucks ready to go.
I mean, both my guys are here. Wilderness, my favorite truck of all time, against my new favorite truck, Sampson, of all time. And Bigfoot, my favorite truck of all time, as equal as he is of all time. That way I covered everybody in the pits, so when I walk through there, they don't throw rods and crankshafts at me.
I know, I'm out. I'm just whatever.
Here we go. Look at that shot. What a great shot.
Firestone Wilderness ready to go against Dan Patrick and Sampson. The finals of the drag.
They're staging.
Oh, yes. Ford and Chevrolet. This is the way you like for it to end.
Whoa, baby. Whoa!
Who got it? Dan Patrick lost fantastic off the line. Firestone Wilderness, we're told, gets the win. Eric Meager has done it again. He got the wheel spinning first, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And that made the difference. Yes, he did.
That was a good call. Good race.
Firestone Wilderness got him spinning quickly.
Launch and leave, and a great job. That young man, he had really come of age in this stuff.
Boy, Eric's really doing a good job in that truck. I guarantee that.
Eric Meager rocketing to the front of the sport of truck racing, wowing the crowd here in Beaumont and waving to them all as he brings the Firestone Wilderness truck back to victory lane. Hey, if you like this, check out this schedule for your neighborhood. If you like monster trucks and pro arena trucks, well, this show from Beaumont, Texas was definitely the one for you. Hi, everybody. Ralph Shaheen along with Mike Galloway, Dusty Rhodes, and Dave Burns has been down on the arena floor all night long. We had a great night of racing here, and I think by far the best pro arena truck show we've ever seen, Dream.
A lot of thrills and spills and a lot of monster truck action. It was truly Motor Madness at its best.
And Mike, the Monsters did just that. They put on a heck of a show.
Something for everyone, Ralph. The racing was close. The excitement was great. It was truly as good as we've seen on Motor Madness.
It really was a good show tonight. And to give you a quick highlight recap of it, we're going to take you down to our Maylocks Minute for a look back at tonight's racing. Watch this. It got off early, didn't it, with Hopkins here in the Bronco?
Oh, a lot of flying, high flying going on.
There was some of it right there, sparks and busted parts.
For the first time around and as well the second time around, they held nothing back. It was flat on the floor and let them fly.
Well, and the Monsters, they took their share of the excitement as well. Watch Firestone Wilderness clear the cars and then hard on the brakes, almost into Dusty's lap.
He made another step, though, for greatness. I guarantee you that much.
Our winner here tonight was this guy in Pro Arena Trucks, Firestone Wilderness, Wanted in Monsters. Healy, he got close, but it was Hopkins. But this was the ride of the night.
Wow. Oh!
What a show for the Pro Arena Trucks and the Monsters. I'll recap in our Maylocks Minute. Hey, if
you know, I don't really like that angle. I think we should go to the previous shot and get a match frame dissolved.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
let me, just a second. Let me try to find the button.
We definitely need a name super here, Rufus. We need a name super on
Yes,
this clip.
yes, I agree. Just let me do the first thing.
Where
First.
is that dissolve?
It's coming.
Where
It's
is
coming.
it?
I'm just.
No,
let me
Rufus.
find the button. I'm just trying to find the button. Just a second.
The
I'll do
name
both.
super goes lower third.
Yes,
lower
I know.
third.
I know.
Put it on chicken dog with.
I'm trying.
Do you know what you're doing here at all?
Yes. Yes, I know what I'm doing. I'm quitting. That's it. I took all I can stand, and I can't stand no more. I have worked my tuchus off for you to try to give you a good show. And what do I get in return? Heartache. I have endured your callous insensitivity and your petty tyrannies, and I'm sick of it, and I'm walking out. But let me tell you this, before I do, I want to say this to the both of you. If you two are the future of television, then I weep for the medium.
Ew, 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 ew. You know, I have a great idea. Get Heath back in here.
Oh, yeah, Heath.
Oh, how dare you? How dare
Heath, could you come back into the editing room, please? Heath, to the editing room, please. Thank you.
Judith!
Be on with yourself. Carry it away. Bless his heart.
We're back in Beaumont, Texas for one more look at the Fairpark Coliseum where our Monster Truck Challenge is wrapping up. It was a great night of racing here tonight, Dream. What did you think?
I tell you what, overall, the arena trucks really put on a show for us right here. My homeboy hung right in there. We took a hardcore look at what has happened since we started back in January and what's going on and what's in store for Motor Madness out there. It's going to be great.
Here's the final standings for the Monster Trucks. Here's a Pro Arena Truck Challenge standings, and that's the points here tonight that were earned. And what'd you think, Mike?
It was typical Beaumont. That's all you can say about it.
Yeah, it really was. You know, we said at the beginning of the show, if you like Pro Arena Trucks, this is really the wildest track on the tour. We built it up, and I don't think it let us down. It really lived up to its billing as the wildest, toughest track on the Pro Arena Tour here in Beaumont. And of course, we hope to come back next year and see if they can build one even tougher, maybe.
And they don't look that tough. They're just Texas tough.
They are Texas tough.
Well, Dream, you know all about that Texas stuff, don't you?
Well, you know, the track too tough to tame, we talked about it. A lot of good things happen here, though. And the points are really important to these monster trucks and these arena tracks. And I guarantee you, it was a great night.
For Dave Burns, Mike Galloway, and The Dream, I'm Ralph Shaheen. So long for the toughest Pro Arena track in the business.
Great job. I'm really happy with the show. I think we have a good show here.
Great job.
Thank you,
That
Heath.
got you, babe.
Thank you.
Wonderful job, Heath. You really came through for us.
Yeah.
Ladies, I am so sorry. Heath, I apologize. That was very unprofessional of me to throw a tantrum like that, but I'm over it, and I'm back, so let me get up here and give you what you came for, a good show. So let me...
Guess what? We're all done. He came through for our show's finished, and we're out of this cracker box. But thanks for trying. Bye-bye.
What? But wait, no, you need what I could give you. Bye-bye. No, he's not. He can't. He could not give you what I could give you. Come back here. You come back to me. He come. Oh. Stop the madness.
Don't miss a beat in the Motor Madness saga. Next week, the Demo Derbies take center stage. Catch the O'Reilly Auto Parts Springtime Slam-O-Rama from Wichita, Kansas. The top dogs are in town, so be sure to bring the big rigs if you're even thinking of hanging around till the end. And make sure your seatbelts work, or you might have to call it quits before your car. Catch all the madness right here on Motor Madness next week. Mack Trucks are furnished by Clement Chevy Mack Sales. For all your truck and tractor needs, call Clement at 1-800-369-MACK. Featherlight, the official trailer of NASCAR, IndyCar, World of Outlaws, IRL, and a major sponsor of NHRA. Remember to call Featherlight for all your trailer needs at 800-800-1230. Radio communications are provided by Racing Radios. For all your business and racing communications needs, as well as scanners and frequency lists, call on Racing Radios at 1-800-669-1522. LA West Luxury Vans, the world's ultimate sport utility vehicle. LA West Luxury Vans, available at select Ford dealerships nationwide. Call us at 800-786-VANS. Drivers, race teams, and race fans, the 1998 Team Simpson Racing Catalog is now available. For more information, call 1-800-71-RACIN or visit the Simpson website at simpsonraceproducts.com and join Team Simpson today. Race fans, you make the call. New LCI residential long-distance customers receive 30 minutes of free domestic calling and the World Card Plus calling card featuring participating drivers. Don't delay. Call now, 1-888-TEAM-LCI. Lighting for tonight's event provided by Musco International.